Good morning everybody and welcome to another shortcast for the Asus ROG Dreamleague Season 4. This time around we're gonna be taking a look at the game between New Logic Gaming and 4C and Leprechaun. This game seemed somewhat interesting, mostly because it was the only game I could find that had, you know, at least a little bit of a new hero going on. And, you know, Tiny without IO is kind of interesting as well, right? So, maybe, no? Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of why we went with this one.
10 seconds to go.
Before we go into it though, I quickly want to talk about something else. So I've been thinking about it, right? But I would really like to actually do, like, shoutcasting, right? I mean, I do it right here on my channel. But this always seems like it's my own place. Right, this is where I am. This is not where anybody else is. This is my place. You don't get to fuck around over here. Well, actually, no, I do get to fuck around over here, but nobody else does. Because this is all me. This is all run by me. I handle everything on here, right? And, you know, like, people that watch my channel. They don't watch shoutcasts of these games, they watch my channel, if that makes any sense. I would like to be part of stuff like, I don't know, Beyond the Summit or shit like that. You know, I know that's asking for a lot, right? But that's just the idea. That's just the concept. That's what would be really cool. And I don't really know how the fuck to do that. I mean, how do you even get... Wait, let me go and slow this down really quick. But how would I even go about gaining access to... tournament, like I wouldn't say tickets, but like how am I in a live game? How do I get in there? And who invites me to that? Right, like what do I need to make happen to get to that point, right? Like, who do I need to pay? By the way, this hero's why. I don't think Slark is very popular right now. I think he's solid. I don't think Slark is a bad hero, right? So I thought this might be kind of interesting, and that's why I picked this game. But anyway, alright, but that's just the point, right? Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, would I just, let's just say, I'm not trying to say that I deliberately and specifically only want Beyond the Summit, right? That is not the point. But the point is, let's say I would like to be part of Beyond the Summit. What do I need to do? Right, like, where do I start? Do I just, like, email them? Like, hey, I'm Baumi. I mean, here you go. Here, have a link to what I do. Do you want me? Right, like, do I do that? Or what do I do? Like, how do I go about this? Because now I'm not gonna try... well, I'm not gonna fire any shots at anyone specifically, but fuck it, I'll just fire shots anyway, right? I think I have seen people on big streams like Join Dota and Beyond the Summit and whatever the hell else is out there, that I am 100% certain I'm better at casting at... shit. Can't even speak properly. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like I could keep up at the very least, right? I don't think I'm too bad at this. Right? I know my shit. I can talk sometimes. Not all the time, but I try really hard. And I don't think I sound too bad. I don't know. I feel like I could do this, right? I feel like I would fit in just fine. But I don't know where the fuck to start. Anyway, by the way, oh my god, is that a support gyrocopter? Or is that a support slaughter? I think that's a support slaughter. Oh, we got a pull back. Pickoffs gonna be caught out. Now the thing is that this is still a gyrocopter. That here is really high in terms of damage, but he's gonna be taken down anyway. Slaughter might be next in line, currently getting body blocked up. Gonna put out the stun. No glimpse available. No further abilities. That's gonna be the end of that. So yeah, that seems to be a support slaughter. That's interesting. Oh, sure, why not? I don't think Slaughter is a terrible support. He's gonna be mostly an initiator. Right, you have to think of him kind of like an Earthshaker. Except different, but kind of like an Earthshaker. So, yeah, I think it should be fine. Also think it's interesting that 4C is challenging the safe lane. Usually you would expect them to put the gyrocopter into the bottom, but it's actually the odd thing about their lineup. If you take a look at the heroes, you would think they have like 4 safe lane carries, right? Okay, maybe not 4, right? The Wind Ranger definitely can't take mid, and she probably should. Hero's pretty good at that, but I don't know about these 3. That's a little weird. But anyway, shit, I'm already getting sidetracked with the game. Kind of interested in this. But yeah, does anybody have any clue or idea how we would best handle this. How would we go about it? Like, do I literally just, like, look up all of the casting studios and I'm like, yo, here you go. I'll just write you an email that I would like to be part of this. This is my channel. This is what my shoutcasts are kind of like. I mean, I can totally adjust. Right? Like, I basically always do these on my own. Right? I have done a few dual commentaries, but not enough for me to have, like, any proper experience with this. But generally speaking, I think I've worked pretty well with people, so I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do it with somebody else, you know, helping me out there. I don't know, right? But then again, like, wouldn't it be like, do they even need somebody? I suppose you should. I suppose I should just ask, right? Like, generally speaking, that's the best way of handling any sort of situation. Just talk to people. But oh nope, you're fine. Yeah, she's fine. Pretty close though. Pretty close. She's winning the mid lane. I'm not too surprised by that. I think a Wind Ranger can definitely do it. Mostly comes down to the fact it's really hard to trade hits with her because she got Wind Run. Right, and not only that, but also because she does have that huge range on Power Shot, and also it's a very just high damage ability. So overall, she's just gonna be sitting there, right, spamming you down, and if you actually force her into a situation where she's gonna need to trade hits with you, she will win because you can't hit her. So yeah, it's a little tricky like that. I think Wind Ranger is a really cool hero, very powerful in my opinion. Queen of Pain, of course, also very good. I'm not trying to say Queen of Pain is bad. No, Queen of Pain is amazing. But so is Wind Ranger, right? And the scary thing about this hero is she gets out of hand super easily, right? Once you get her at Aegis, you have a problem, because now you're running on a timer. In my honest opinion, I think Wind Ranger is the highest damage hero in the entire game. Right, I think nobody deals more damage than she does. At least to a single target. And that's mostly because of that ultimate, right? You attack at maximum attack speed. Level 16, you have Aegis, maximum attack speed, no downsides. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So she gets to... That's her only attack speed item. And it's not even an attack speed item, strictly speaking. It's more or less like an... You know, Aegis is not really attack speed. Aegis is... I don't know. Aegis, right? Can we give some shitty stats all over the place. Oh, we got the Tiny kind of taking a bit of damage here. He should be fine. They're actually gonna go for the Dazzle instead. He's slowed down. The pounds missed, but I don't think that's gonna matter too much. And at least not in terms of deciding if they get the kill. So Dazzle will fall. Actually, the Orb of Venom securing that pickoff. That's kind of cute. You don't see a lot of Orb of Venom kills, but yeah, you know, that's what Shallow Grave is gonna do for you. And yeah, so Slark doing pretty well down here already. And for Clovers, you know, the kind of weird lane at the top isn't working out super well. Honestly, losing the Gyrocopter right there twice already. He doesn't have great farm. He doesn't, right? Like, he's got better farm than the Bane, I guess. I mean, who even is up here? It is the Bane. Oh, well, sorry, we lost the Tiny again. Kind of got distracted by the Bane's silly shenanigans. Yeah, but it seems like the Bane is solo laning. I don't know what's going on there. Right? But Bane is not a priority. You don't need to put the Gyrocopter into a really awful position just so the Bane doesn't get farmed. Especially since the Bane is actually getting farmed. I mean, he's still out farming the Gyro. And the upside is Bane has 2 kills. He hasn't died yet. So that's a problem. Right? You can't have that going on. That's really, really bad. Slark is now top. This guy is just moving around. So one thing that I think is kind of interesting is NLG. They are really centering all of their attention on this Slark. Right? Like, they have Queen of Pain, of course. Like, she's trying to get farmed. But if you take a look at the other 3 heroes, Io, Disruptor, and Bane, they actually don't have a 3rd core. Right? They only have 2. They have Slark and Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain doesn't need help. Queen of Pain is fine on her own. That's what makes her so good. That's what makes her so powerful, right? You can't just pick a Queen of Pain. You don't need to worry about her. She's gonna be okay. And that's kind of like, you know, the... Oh. Slaughter gonna find the Io. And easy pickoff. Well, that's pretty good for him. Oh, actually, Queen of Pain comes in. Tiny takes his goddamn time to react to that. Queen of Pain gonna be sniped off by the Wind Ranger, though. And Disruptor falls back. falls back. I guess if I want to be part of something like that, I do need to be a little bit more professional. But what does professional really mean? Right, I guess no cursing. Even though I really like to curse, just because I think it's funny. But I guess, no, okay. It's gonna be hard, but I think I can pull that off. But what else does being professional mean? Right, can you not get sidetracked a little? Do you always need to be, yes, there we go, they are pushing down the mid lane? Or can you actually talk about small, intricate things that are part of Dota? Right, like the interesting aspects, the things that I am really fascinated by, you know, the things I always get stuck on for 10 minutes and then, you know, the game is already halfway done. But yeah, is that not professional? What is professional? I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, oh well. But yeah, currently this isn't really working out for 4C&L. The only one that's doing really well at all is the Wind Ranger. And she's doing quite well, honestly. I don't think the Wind Ranger is gonna complain about the situation at all. But that's it, right? Gyrocopter, he's still struggling to keep up with the Bane. Bane is actually really farmed. I know I'm making fun of the Gyrocopter for not having enough money, but Bane actually just has a lot of money. Kind of scary. And he's not even farming, that's a silly thing. Oh well. But yeah, Gyrocopter isn't really doing great. Right, neither is the Tiny, which is a problem. You do want Tiny to do well. This is really the kind of hero that can snowball, but not only can he should. He really needs to, kind of. Like, if Tiny doesn't snowball, what you gonna do? Right, what's the plan then? Oh, toss in? Ah, saw that one coming. Nice reaction though. Nice reaction though. Definitely well played right there. I guess that might be part of their combo, right? Tossing the Slaughter in. I don't know. Gyrocopter's now jungling. Right, this is the thing. 4C&L is just really struggling to get any kind of money here. Oh, ultimate use. Feed script. That should be it. Shadow Grave gonna keep her alive for a little while. There's no way that's enough though. Yeah, look at that. She knows it. She just shoots out a power shot. The point of that was not to actually prevent the death from happening or go for a kill or anything like that. It's just, if you're gonna die, right, and you can't prevent it, there's no chance of you getting out, and there was no chance of her getting out right there. It doesn't exist, right? Just use your mana. Use the cooldowns that don't matter. Right, if your ability has 30 seconds cooldown, at this point you can just throw it out there. Because what's the downside? You're gonna have it back by the time you're alive and in fighting position anyway. So you don't have to be afraid of that. I look at the poor Tiny sitting at the top lane, trying really hard to find any sort of money. And it's just tough, man. It's really, really tough. Tiny needs a good start, right? Because then he can snowball. Then you don't even need to give him a lane anymore. If he doesn't get a good start, then you can actually kind of just farm him up. But then he needs to be a position 1. Those are really your options there. And this Tiny is doing neither of those things. Now, I think actually this might be a game where what I just said doesn't necessarily apply, right? Like what I just described is the norm. Like that's what usually you want for a Tiny, or how you would usually play a Tiny. I don't think this game is necessarily as strict as that, because if you take a look at NLG's heroes, we have Io, squishy, right? Corp of Pain, squishy. We have Disruptor, squishy. We have Bane, squishy. Actually, no, wait. I take that back. Oh, not quite enough. He's gonna get glimpsed back and taken down. Poor guy, poor guy. But yeah, Bane is actually really tanky, okay. But, you know, the thing is, at the very least, for the next, I don't know, I would say 10 minutes or so, you should be able to solo kill Disruptor and Io. At least, right? Maybe the Queen of Pain just got pretty close to killing her. Depends on what kind of item she's going for. Bane, maybe not, right? Like, he's already really beefy. But, yeah, that's just kind of the... Slark, I don't think so. Right? Like, right now, yes. In 10 minutes, no. I don't see that being a thing. Oh. We got Tiny back into this top lane. He's gonna try to deny, and he's gonna get caught out. Oh, he dives deep for that. Not much that's gonna come from it. And look at the slaughter. I like that. I like that. If you're gonna go in right there, no need to waste the ultimate. But I still like... Oh, sorry about that. I still like that idea a lot. Right? He could have just gone for the, you know, easy target. There you go. You have a Queen of Pain right in front of you. The ultimate is already active. Why not take that kill? Because it's a Queen of Pain. She's still pretty squishy. And in the background, you have that IO sitting at basically 1 HP. Right? 1 attack, and that's gonna do it. So... yeah, go for that instead. And he got it. He got the kill and he got out safely. That's really all you can ask for here. Oh, Slark. Gonna take a bit of damage, but he should be fine. He does have the ultimate after all. And one of the big reasons why I think Slark is actually really nice this game, I think it's a pretty cool pickup. He does get to purge off that Slaughter ultimate. Right, and that's really useful. Oh, they're gonna find the Slaughter. Take him down quickly. I honestly don't get the lineup that 4 Clovers is going for here. I'm a little confused. Because this is just... I don't know. Oh, they're gonna find the Disruptor? No. Oh, okay. Okay, it seems fine. Well, so I was a little worried right there. I feel like the better play would have been to toss him back onto the Dazzle, right? But I guess that works. Got a Gyrocopter ultimate going down somewhere. Oh, just on the creeps. Okay. Okay. But yeah, of course, you can toss units back. You don't necessarily need to just toss them up into the air. So what the Tiny could have done right there, instead of just throwing the Disruptor up, is he could have tossed him onto the Dazzle, right, to get him closer to the Dazzle, so it's easier to secure the kill. Now, it wasn't necessary, right, but you never know. Maybe there is an IO. Right, maybe you don't deal enough damage. Maybe. Nah, let's be honest, I'm being a bit picky here. But, oh well. Oh, we got a sleep coming out on the Bane, from the Bane. Tiny gonna be trapped right here. And actually, the big grip coming out on the Wind Ranger. Now Tiny chased down? I think chased down? Yeah, probably chased. I don't know, what's the past form of that? Maybe this is what they talk about when they say I'm not professional. Oh well. I like what the Slark is doing here. I think that's really, really nice. Like, no need to go for silly leaps or anything like that. Oh, activate the ultimate. Okay, you're gonna be okay. You're fine. Don't worry about it. And actually, they might be able to... No. But yeah, I like that he didn't jump in with the pounds immediately or anything like that. You know, he took it slow. Kind of waited for it. Like, what if the Dazzle started to TP out? Did he have a TP? Yeah. I mean, Dazzle, of course, knew he couldn't TP because it's on cooldown, but the Slark doesn't know that. No, not necessarily. Oh, they're gonna find the Queen of Pain here. Sadly, she just blinks out, and that's a broken dust. Oh, smoke, I'm sorry. Tiny's gonna come in and is looking to take down the Slark, though. And that's a very valuable kill if he can get it. Nope. A little slow on that. And actually, that seems... I don't know. Seems to happen a lot, doesn't it? Like, with the Tiny... kind of missing things just because he has rather slow reaction speed, it seems. Oh, Bane. Oh, the minus armor on that. That's gonna hurt so bad. Down he goes. Disruptor. Trapped. There's honestly no way he gets out. IO coming in though. That might be a way to do it. IO just needs to stay alive? No? Okay, so they're gonna trade him for the Disruptor's life. Maybe even not. Wind Ranger coming in, I like that a lot. Running in with the Wind Run to try and slow him down. In case you don't know, Wind Run does actually slow the target. By quite a bit too, 50%. Wait, no. Is it? No. 30% maximum, sorry. Oh, nice. Nice. No, but 30% is still a lot, right? That's pretty significant. And we're gonna see lightnings first on the Wind Ranger. Okay, so it's kind of an older build, I would say. These days, the more common playstyle for this hero is to just go Slash's way. So you know, you tell everybody that you quit Dota, and then you come back 2 days later after everybody sucked your dick for 3 hours. Oh, shit. Shots fired. Sorry. No, I just think that was kind of a little silly. I mean, no hate for Slasher, really. Like, I have no bad feelings for him. I just thought that was kind of funny. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, but... Slash, of course, he is the guy that made all of the unconventional guides, including the Wind Ranger build that is mostly used these days, which is Aghanim's into Daedalus, maybe a Blink Dagger in there sometime, right? But But I don't know, he just recently announced he's quitting, and that ended up being like a huge deal, and everybody was like, no, Slasher, and then 2 days later he's like, I'm back! And like, what did you quit then? It's like, we're mostly quitting. I mean, I can quit Dota for 2 days, that's not quitting. That's not even taking a break, that's just, oh well, I didn't feel like playing Dota for 2 days. I mean, come on. People, really. God damn it. Anyway, so, it's alright though. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind him being here. Because he really did. And I'm hoping he still does create some very good guides. Right, and the Wind Ranger one is really the big one that everybody talks about. The Wind Ranger one is, you know, kind of... It's really good. I don't know how else to put it. Right, if you haven't ever played Wind Ranger with Aghanim's Rush, you should. It's strong. It is very, very strong. Definitely worthy of your attention. Gyrocopter still trying to farm up. And this is really the major issue here. Right, like you see how the goal distribution is this game. Oh, Nikwa? Caught out. He's gonna be silenced, he's gonna be caught, he's gonna be taken down. Disruptor trades his life for that, and Slaughter's also coming in. He's gonna try to get a stun, doesn't get it in time. The toss in. And now we get the stun. Bane goes down. Tiny taken down in the background though. Slark now coming in trying to clean up. He has a blink dagger, which is very nice. I always love seeing a blink dagger on a Slark. And well, he's gonna be fine. Yeah, NLG is actually kind of a little lackluster in terms of stuns. Right, they don't really have that many. They got Bane, and I guess Glimpse. Other than that, like true stuns, no. I wouldn't even call Glimpse a stun. But I actually don't have a single just straight up target stun for X, right? They have Fiend Script, which isn't really like... Yeah, I guess, but you need to channel... Oh, is he gonna go down? Wow! Oh, that was so greedy from the Slark. You can't mess around like that. That was big. That's 800 gold into the pocket of the Tiny. And of course, the Slark going down is kind of a big deal as well. So Tiny's gonna have his blink dagger now. Well, that was interesting. Okay, a bit greedy. He really wanted that tower, it seems, but no, I suppose that's all right. But yeah, as I was saying, right, I feel like this style of team, this team composition that 4C currently has, is just a little odd. I don't see that really working out that well. Tiny now finally starting to go in and gets his opportunity to create some space, I guess, but it seems a little late. Alright, it's 20 minutes into the game. You won't be getting a lot of solo kills. Yeah, you can bully the Disruptor and the IO, I guess, but good luck, right? Bane is not dying. It's just not happening. Queen of Pain, not dying. She went for the smart build, she went for a tanky build. You're not getting that. Slark, not getting that. So really, the Disruptor and the IO are your only choices, and those are the supports, right? The supports are not going to be running around on their own. At least they shouldn't. So anytime you go for one of those kills, it's almost kind of suicide, honestly. I mean, what's going to come from it? You're going to get counter-ganked, right? You might get a kill, and then you get Fiend Script, and you die. Just like what happened. And that's really tough. So even though Tiny has an item now, right, it just seems so late to me. And look at this, he's smoked up, he's just looking for kills. He really, really, really wants to make sure that he actually gets some money or helps out his team. And yes, that's good, right? Like if you can get these pickoffs, that's fantastic. That's what you need to do, that's how you can win the game. But I feel like one or maybe two more, and that's it. You won't get anything else. And that's gonna be really hard. Really, really hard to deal with. Gyrocopter as well. He now caught up in money, but he's still 2k behind the Slark, right? And that's quite a bit. That makes a difference. That's like half an item, or I guess like a full Yasha. Whatever the hell you're looking for. I don't know, I don't think Yasha is a full item. Right, that's like saying Ultimate Orb is an item. It's not really. I mean, it's Yasha. You're not gonna buy Yasha. You're gonna buy Sancient Yasha or Manta Star. I mean, who buys Yasha? So it's more like half an item. It's still a big deal though. So, I don't know. Slaughter, he's now slowly creeping up towards his blink dagger, and that blink dagger is gonna be big, right? Especially with the tiny, so they will have quite a bit of initiation. They can actually, oh, they're gonna scout them out right here. But of course the smoke breaks, so NLG knows, and they will fall back. I love how the Queen of Pain like immediately blinked. She's like, no. Good luck, Disruptor. I'm out of here. I'm not messing with that. No, thank you. Okay, so Blink Dagger down on the Wind Ranger. We're gonna have a lot of mobility coming up from 4 Clovers. And that's probably the right way to go. Right? So, late game, I think 4 Clovers actually probably wins. I don't know, they have so many heroes that are good late game. But I feel like they won't get to that point. Right? It just seems like the Slark is getting out of hand. Especially with his Hand of Midas. I'm sorry, but I feel like the Slark. God damn it, stupid fish. Look, I will always confuse these fish. By the way, that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Tiny finds the Isle. It's dead. Dies right there. Is that worth it? Maybe. Probably not. I mean, he did get a lot of damage done, and maybe the Wind Ranger can snipe another kill, but... let's be honest. That's not happening. So... one thing I think is a little odd though is that the IO bought back. I suppose he expected a bigger fight, but in that case you can't just wait for a bigger fight. Right, but... well, I suppose he wanted to be in there just in case. But yeah, I don't know. Like the Slark is just gonna grow stronger and stronger and stronger, and he will get really beefy and fat and like just turn into a stupid fish. While on the other side, none of these heroes will ever be able to keep up. Right? Like, if we get to a stage where everybody's 6-slotted, then yes, 4 Clovers wins. But what if we get to a stage where everybody in 4 Clovers has 4 items and the Slark is 6-slotted? Hey, we're not even gonna get to that point. If I had to guess, at that point, 4 Clovers are probably the Wind Ranger and the Gyrocopter might have 4 items, and the rest is sitting at 3 or 2. Right? And the Slark is just like 6-slotted running around murdering everybody. He's gonna be able to solo kill your entire team. And that's the time when NLG is gonna win. Right? So you're not gonna move past that into that super late game stage. And that's the problem. So you need to push now. You need to try to create an advantage now. You need to go for something, but they can't. Because they don't have the items they need. This is a problem. This is not an easy situation to be in, and honestly, I don't know what they can do. Right, they have the Blink Dagger now. They have the Blink Dagger here. They have the Blink Dagger here. They have the Saint Jin Yasha, and nothing, of course, because poor guy buying wards and stuff. But you get the idea, right? Like, they can and probably should fight now, because right now they have all of their mobility items. But actually, they should fight, right? But can they? I know I just said they can, but that might just be wrong. This is hard. This is really tough. Oh, they find the Gyro. That's very bad. Oh my god, down he goes. Wind Ranger also tanks this Sonic Wave. Now we got the backup coming in. Slaughter gonna be slept though, and actually, I don't know. He's gonna try to run away. Shallow Grave, but it's nothing. Is he dead? No, he's actually fine. Okay, well, nice TP out there. But the Slark? No, not Slark. Dazzle. Ah, names. I'm so sorry. I'll get used to them. Oh, man. Yeah, no, the Slaughter ended up being fine. So that was a very, very nice play coming out from the Dazzler, but overall, it was still pretty bad for 4 Clovers. And they're gonna lose the Tiny again. Ooh. Ooh, and asleep on a Slaughter. He should be dead, honestly. Yeah, they actually got another Shallow Grave, but no TP this time, so there we go. Taken down. Wind Ranger next in line, and look at Slark. He's just running trainer now. He's just too strong. Right, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yes, you need to try to shut him down. You need to win before he comes online. But he's online, and you're not. And there goes the Dazzler. Okay, nice ultimate. Gonna try to keep NLG at bay, but that doesn't matter. Dazzle goes down. Slark is just gonna keep pushing everything and be an annoying little fish. And everybody from NLG's side is gonna be able to get out just fine. IO being a bit silly right now. I'm not really sure what he is doing. Seems like an easy way to die, tanking a creep wave. Oh. And yes, actually Tiny will take that kill. But now Slark's chasing him down. Slark! God, fish! Look, they're both fish. That's the only thing I care about. And he gets him. Tiny's dead. Should be dead. Maybe not. We also have the gyrocopter incoming. And Slardar is also here. Okay, so I guess gyrocopter is fine. And Tiny manages to go in, balls to the wall crazy, and gets out. Though it was pretty close, right? That was scary, but he's fine. But he's alright. And yeah, so I don't know. Aghanim stun, of course, we have seen that already. I like the casual plate mail a lot. I always love seeing that. It's just so good because she needs armor, right? Slardar, oh, Dazzler. Right, there's a lot of physical damage coming out, and that's not even a big problem. It's more like all of the physical armor reduction. That is the problem, right? That's the issue. I've said this before, and I stick by it. If you have enough minus armor, you don't even need any other damage, right? Because your attacks are gonna be nukes. Every single one of your attacks is gonna deal 150 damage at least. So, what do you need nukes for? Right? Like, just hit him 5 times and it's dead anyway. So, yeah, that's kind of the problem. And, oh, man. Marshana's gonna fall right here. I like Io. This is kind of cute. I would be pretty surprised if the Slark even cares about this. Yeah, he wants to finish this one up. Meantime, Gyrocopter is dead. Down he goes. And Slark gets the kill on Roshan, and he's now looking to clean up. Gets another kill on the Dazzle. Running in. Okay, can't hit the Wind Ranger, and actually misses the pounce again. He kind of needs to be a little bit more careful with those. Looking for the Slardar. Is gonna eat him up. That's nice. More fish. Oh, isn't that kind of like cannibalism? Wait, I don't know. Are they the same kind of fish? I mean, do fish even care? I don't know anything about fish. Like, do fish care? I mean, chickens don't eat other chickens, do they? Do they? Wait, I don't know. I don't think they do. I don't think they should. That seems mean. But do they? I mean, does, like... I know nothing about fish. Is Slark even a fish? I mean, he kind of looks like one. I've never seen a fish walk around, though, or hit people with a blade, so I'm not entirely convinced. He might be like a dolphin. What if he's like a dolphin? What do I do then? Who do I keep calling fish? Well, I guess there's still Slark. Who is supposed to be... Did you know that Slark is actually female? He has to be, because he's an anglerfish. The only kind of anglerfish that actually looks like the typical anglerfish, right, is female. Those don't exist in male form. They are 100% female. Oh, Slark, by the way, picking up the big MKB. He doesn't want to put up the Wind Ranger's nonsense anymore, so he's, yeah, just gonna be running in and cleaning some people up. Gets a nice, easy pickoff on the Dazzle, who, of course, now also can't TP out anymore. So that's really nice, actually. I think it's quite useful in that regard. And Glimpse back. Not quite in time. Actually, nice Fiend's Grip. Fantastic. And down goes the Slaughter. Really, really well done. I didn't think that was still in range, but Mitch doesn't care. Mitch is gonna take those kills. And he's not gonna hesitate for 1 second. We take those. But yeah, look at this Bane. This is actually like so... How did this happen? Look at that Bane. BKB, 4 staff, power threats, even some braces and magic ones. Like, holy. Look at that guy. That's a strong support. And that's super scary. I think, honestly, the scariest hero to face in a match is a fat support. Because if the support has money, you better believe that the carries do too. I've never been in a game where my support had... No, actually I have. Look, I've seen all kinds of shit while playing. That has happened. I've been in games where I was a support with money and nobody on my team had shit. God. The games I had to carry. But no, that's not the point. Oh, Slaughter gonna jump in right... No, that's Slark. Oh, why do they have the same name? Oh well. Yeah, he should be fine right here. He activates the ultimate. He's just tanking everything. Still has the Aegis though, so there we go. Resurrection gonna be coming on. He's ready to fight. Just blinks out immediately though. I like that a lot. Oh, pretty smart idea. Cause yeah, like you're healthy, right? You got a lot of HP there, but your team isn't, and that's really what matters, right? No matter how strong you are, you can't fight on your own. You just can't. You gotta be careful there. Maybe if you have a BKB, I can kind of see it, but even then, no. No. Talking about BKB. I would like to see a BKB on the Slark. I don't think he desperately needs it, but I feel like it would give him the biggest power increase out of any item he can buy right now. Except for maybe a butterfly. I honestly think that the Basher is like a third choice. This is my third choice, I guess. I'm not a big fan of that item. Right now, at least. I think it's very good in general, it's just I don't see it being particularly amazing in this match. Now, at the same time, I don't think it matters a tiny bit what the Slark buys. As long as he buys an item, right, as long as he doesn't just hoard his money, and as long as he continues growing, it's not a big deal. He can buy whatever. Just because he has that much money. He's gonna jump in right here, finds the Dazzle, Shadow Grave comes out on himself, and oh, you can't do that. I'm sorry. I mean, I get why, but you just can't do that. 3 of them go down. No. Yeah, the Wind Ranger was just completely locked out. She didn't stand a chance. And Dazzle wasn't there to help her. No, he was there, he just didn't help her. Because he wanted to protect himself, which I know it wouldn't have made a difference. And it's a difficult situation to be in, but you still gotta be careful with that, right? You are Dazzle. You're not a carry man. You gotta protect your team. Well, we got Aghanim Stun on the Wind Ranger. Now, the big problem, of course, is that the Slark is destroying your buildings right now. And he's not gonna wait for you to come back and kill him. But if you come back, you might have a shot at it. But that's a dead barracks. That's a dead barracks. I like that 4 Clovers is not fighting. Look, if you fight right now, you die. Right? You're not defending. You might defend, actually. Maybe. But you die. That's the... I don't know. I feel like the best case scenario right there is you go in, you chase them off after dying. Alright? So you kind of break their HP pool. And then you still die. And then they just go back and heal and come again. But this time around, they even stronger, and then you just lose instantly. So instead they give up a barracks, which I think is the smarter play. They just say, okay, you can have this one, we'll just go wait for our team, and then hopefully we can make a big play happen with the team. And there we go. That is the play, right? They smoke up, they're looking for a pick-off, but they don't just need one. They needed to either be the Slark. I will never get this right. They either needed to be the Slark, or there needed to be multiple heroes. And look at NLG. I love that positioning. Just saying, no. They are missing. They aren't defending their base. This is suspicious, right? This is more than just suspicious. Nobody does that. So there's something going on. Something fishy. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh. But yeah, they're not gonna put up with that. They'll just fall back and they'll be fine. And definitely a smart play. Now, the big question, of course, is do they have any smokes left? Yes, they still have 1. So they might be able to pull off something nice anyway. But first, they will lose the Tiny. 15 in a row. Not quite. Even though he does have 15 kills. By the way, don't believe the Bastion announcer. That line is randomized, right? It doesn't actually say, is that like 15 in a row when you had 15 in a row. It just says it sometime when you are beyond godlike. So, don't believe his lies. Don't believe him. He's awful. Terrible person. But yeah, Slark is just too strong. He's just too strong. You gotta kill him somehow. A kill on him would be worth so much. I just don't know how. I just don't see it. I really don't. Tiny is dead. That's a huge amount of damage missing. Who, by the way, picked up a Shadow Blade. I don't like that at all. I feel like, you know, maybe BKB or something, but... Oh, Dazzler. Taken down. Doesn't even get to Shallow Grave himself. Might actually be better that way, because no Slark doesn't get to stack up some Essence Shift, but... Ooh. If that is... You know... If that's the point you're at, where it's just like, it's probably better for you to die right there without Shallow Grave, then you have a problem. Well, Tiny's back. He jumps in from the back, but actually just dies. Same for the Gyrocopter, same for the Slaughter, same for the Wind Ranger. That should be game. We're gonna see the GG in a second. There's absolutely no way for Clovis makes this comeback. And yeah, so that should be that. Pretty nice game. It's actually kind of cool that Slark did so well. He completely tore them apart. Yeah, Slark is a scary hero. I said this at the beginning. I think Slark is pretty solid. I don't see him on the same level as like the super top tier heroes, like a Gyrocopter, for example, right? Slark definitely has some weaknesses, but not that many, right? Like, he's not bad, and we saw it right here. Slark can be very scary. Tears 4 Clovers apart, and yeah, so that should be that game. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And leave some comments about the things I talked about. And goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.